welcome to another tier list. This tier list is another Fortnite related tier list. This will be going up against all the Fortnite weapons, and just all the Fortnite weapons now that have been added. Now, yeah. So, here we go. So, the Silent Spect. This doesn't say the world. The Silence SMG. This, I think, is actually a really good SMG. I think it's like the best SMG. It is short. It is great short ranged, and it can be great medium range, like short medium, if that makes any sense. Like short to short medium. Pretty kind of unusable at medium. Might as well just use an AR, but impossible to use at long range, of course. Now, just making sure. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, I do see the AR assault rifle, not the breacher. This doesn't say the world. Scar, of course, S tier, most classic weapon of all time. Basically, if you show anybody the Scar or talk about the Scar, people are immediately gonna think about Fortnite. Fortnite. Because Scar is just so iconic in Fortnite, and it's probably the best weapon, or probably one of the best weapons of the game. Stanley good. Both of the charge weapons for the Thanos event with the minions. I'm gonna guess this is like the blaster, and this or like the cannon, and this is the blaster. I'm gonna put these both at D because they're actually pretty unusable, but also like pretty average. I'm putting them at C. They're this one's at D because it was kind of unusable. Blaster was slightly better. Captain America's shield. This is actually a really good weapon, but it's not that broken. It's okay. Same as the dual pistols. Both of these, I think, are basically the same weapon, just different in every way. Where they're like, okay, but like they're not insanely broken. The Star Wars Pew Pew Blaster, basically the same as this one, but slightly worse. Since well, it's balanced for not superheroes. Is this Hawkeye's bow? I think this is Hawkeye's bow. The bows have always been insanely good in Fortnite. So I'm gonna put that at A. The Infinity Blade was known to be broken, and literally had to be removed because it was too good. S tier. Iron Man's gauntlets. Basically, everyone carried these around in the Infinity game mode just because it was so good. You could fly around, you could shoot as well. They were just insanely unbalanced and insanely good. Heavy sniper. This is actually a really good sniper rifle. People like the sniper rifle a lot for many reasons. Because it is just a good sniper rifle. C4s is decent, okay. But like, kind of unusable. Tina's bow, basically the same as Hawkeye's bow. Uh, the actual SMG is actually, I think, worse than the Silence SMG, in my opinion. Just because you can't use the Silence SMG at a little bit longer range, and also it isn't silenced. So the Brutus's minigun. This I'm daring it to put it at S tier, but I don't think it belongs in S tier just because it's still the minigun, and there's still a lot of counters to using the minigun. Since obviously it shoots through ammo, it leaves you very vulnerable, and you have to charge it up, even though the charge rate is pretty low. Just still isn't really that decent. So it's either this is I'm gonna say that this is just a common. I'm just gonna assume that this is like a common assault rifle or burst assault rifle. It's actually pretty decent, pretty okay. The legendary tac shotgun. This is actually just insanely good. Tac shotgun's one of the most broken weapons. Tac shotgun Can be. You can actually take like a blue tack shotgun in the end game if you really wanted to, because it is actually pretty good. I think. Dart traps, pretty ass, really ass. This I don't think people use the airstrike enough. It's pretty broken, but bad thing is, it's only a small area, and you can easily run away from it. A regular assault rifle, pretty much the same as burst assault rifle. Semi-auto, pretty trash. Infantry rifle, probably one of the worst guns of the game. Submachine gun, legendary submachine gun. Insanely good SMG. Easy dubs, same as this is another bow, which basically all the bows are the same. These were actually pretty ass as well. The burst SMG. This is severely underrated. I think this is slightly worse than the bows, but still, I would. You can actually take the burst SMG in the end game, which is actually pretty nice. Batarangs, I never actually used the batarangs, but I heard they're actually pretty okay. Clingers are straight up bangers, bro. Combat shotgun, one of the most broken shotgun weapons in the game, had to be removed because it was too OP. It's just an insanely good gun. Field hunter crossbow. Ooh, ew. Now we're getting into kind of unusable territory. This is only usable at the beginning of the game. Tactical assault rifle. I think it's better than the Scar. Just because it takes light ammo, which is easier to get, and it does basically the same damage, shoots faster, and hits harder. Because obviously shoots faster, it's more precise. And I like to take the combat shotgun and the tactical assault rifle into 1v1s with me, but just because they're just so reliable. Double-barreled shotgun, pretty unusable. Same as the drum shotgun, pretty unusable. But the drum gun is known to be the best weapon in the game, other than the Infinity Blade. It's just so iconic for being so good. The regular dualies, basically Deadpool's, but worse, obviously. Deagle, known to be insanely good, but I don't really think it's that good anymore since they nerfed it a lot. Dynamite, pretty unusable. Kits, Massacle's Piao Piao rifle. This was really good, actually. If you didn't have a Scar, you would either choose this. Because I think that the heavy assault rifle was good, but now Midas's drum gun. I think that the Midas's drum gun is. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna actually add a whole new tier just for the Infinity Blade, so I could put Midas's drum gun at top of S. Midas's drum gun was basically the best gun in the game, but better. Same as. Doesn't Jules have a drum gun? Or am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. The Sky's assault rifle, basically a largely better version of the Scar, but it's not that insane. It just does extra damage. That's basically it. This is the field hunter crossbow, but this is like the actual crossbow. Okay, since this is the actual crossbow, I'm putting this way down here. Unlike the infantry rifle, this could actually be used to kill somebody. Flashlight pistol, creative only weapon, basically the same thing as a pistol, which is okay. So I'm gonna put it at C because it has the added flashlight effect. I'm actually put it up here just because. Back right here. This does not save the world. Heavy shotgun. Heavy shotgun. Literally has no unique features anymore. The heavy shotgun was known for its longer range, but the combat shotgun easily took that over. The heavy shotgun has no unique features anymore, so it's still usable until you find a regular tac shotgun. That is basically unusable. Not the dragonfly. I'm way too addicted to save the world. Normal bolt action sniper rifle. Classic. A classic gun. If you would usually ditch this for the heavy, but it's still a gun. Predator. This is not save the world. This is not save the world. This is the OG burst. OG burst was very unusable. I would rather use the two most unusable shotguns in the game than OG burst. So Infinity Gauntlet. Basically Infinity Blades tier. Infinity Gauntlet made you to become Thanos. It gave you a ton of health. Made you basically impossible to kill. Solo is insanely broken. Not the Death Stalker. This is the Death Stalker, by the way, in Save the World. Semi-auto. OG. OG Scope Assault Rifle was the worst gun ever. Ever. But they fixed it. So it is pinpoint accuracy. So I'm going to put it at least up to E. Scoped Scar. So bad. I'm going to put it at F because it's virtually unusable. I would rather trade a legendary Scope Scar for like a Bluebird or like a Bluebird or something. So unusable RPG. Pretty good actually. Pretty good actually. Grenades are really good. Really good secondary to have. Grenade launcher, kind of worse than the grenade launcher, but the rocket launcher. But the grenade launcher is really good for getting into people's boxes. The guided launcher was actually really good. I think it was actually it would because you could guide the missile. You could rocket ride yourself, or easily rocket ride teammates, or like rocket ride enemies if you really wanted to. And just because of the guided part where you can like scope around things and really scope around the area, I actually do think that the homing or what the frick is this game called again? The guided missile. The guided missile was actually insanely good. LMG, pretty bad, pretty bad. Harpoon gun as a weapon, terrible. This is the worst gun in the game, Heartbreaker, because it shoots so slow. It's not save the world. The Cupid's crossbow. At least the infantry rifle can be used to kill somebody. Bullseye, or not bullseye. It's not save the world. This is a hunting rifle. Hunting rifle, insanely good. Even worse, infantry rifle. Pump shotgun. I see the legendary one in here, but still, even if you were to have like a blue like pump shotgun, it's still like one of the best shotguns. Like so good. Junk Rift. Surprisingly, it was terrible. Same as the umbrella. Also pretty terrible. Kylo's lightsaber. Now, I'm going to be putting all the lightsabers around here. Just because they all were basically the same. But they're still pretty good weapons that I would pick up unless I find something better. But they're actually pretty good. Zapatron Sniper Rifle. This is not in the game. But for the one day that it was out, in the one video clip and the rumors that we've heard of it, this was an insanely good sniper rifle. And it could be charged up, so it could be automatic, semi-automatic, or it could be an actual. Now, this doesn't seem that good because it takes its own ammo, and its own ammo is probably just as rare as the rockets. I'm guessing, so I'm going to actually put it down at A. Now, the heavy assault rifle, not really usable. I'm going to put it down as well. Mythic Goldfish. Mythic Goldfish, pretty reliable one-shot kill. Basically a one-shot kill weapon, but it's way too hard to get. But if you do get it, it's actually really usable. Really usable. A turret. Turret left you way too vulnerable, and it does no damage. Ooh, compact SMG and the actual SMG are basically the same thing. Super revolver, not that great. Super pistol though, surprisingly way better. Uh, Actual regular heavy, what are the worst weapons? I would rather use I would rather use the Field Hunter crossbow than this thing. Potshot, or not save the world. This is the proximity grenade launcher. Insanely broken. If I have the chance, I'd bring this into 1v1s. Because if somebody's building up high, if people keep cranking 90s or building up instead for trying to box themselves in, like normal people do, they keep cranking. Obviously, just pop these up and, well, they're get hit. They'll have to box in. Proximity grenades. Pretty bad, in my opinion. This gun has not been released yet. But people are saying that it's supposed to have some insane high class fire rate, even faster than the rapid fire SMG. This is a gun in Save the World, which is known for being the worst base game weapon ever. But in a battle royale instance, it probably would waste all of your ammo pretty quickly and deal not a lot of damage. I'm gonna actually put that down. But Browbeater, this is the actual legendary pump. I'm actually put this up above the Scar because I do think that you can solo a game and win with just a shotgun, with just the actual pump shotgun. Quad launcher, not that great, not that great, pretty trash. Rapid fire SMG, actually pretty good, underrated SMG in my opinion. Regular trap was insanely broken, insanely broken. Not super revolver, pretty unusable. The not Thrasher. This is the OG SMG. Now, this SMG is said to be the replacement of the OG SMG. The OG SMG back then was known to be absolutely terrible, but I'm going to guess this is basically the same thing as this, just going to be upgraded, so I'm going to put these in the exact same thing. Riptide. Riptide is actually, this is the tactical SMG. Really, really good. I think way better than, I think it is the, like, insanely good. I'm gonna put it at S. I'm gonna put it at S because it's such a good SMG. Obviously, the tin can is meant to be a bad weapon. Cyclops. No, this is the scope revolver. Pretty unusable, actually. Slightly more usable than the regular revolver, just because it's long range, but pretty bad. Vigilante, pretty bad. This is the regular pistol, actually, not vigilante. Last word. Six shooter. Six shooter is pretty unusable as well. Slightly more usable than both of these. I'm gonna put up here. Mm. Snowball launcher. This is actually a really good launcher because it was actually a contact launcher, so you really can't dodge it that easily. Smoke bombs. I don't think people know how OP these are. If people are boxing up, you could just say no you. Storm Scout, basically unusable. Pretty terrible. I've never seen anybody use it in my entire Fortnite career. Uh, this one's actually pretty trash as well. I've never seen anybody use it. Stormbringer. It's actually not that bad. It was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good weapon. Tiger. Mm. It's the thermal. The thermal is not worse than the infantry. Pretty damn close. The pickaxe. The pickaxe actually is not that bad, but an actual weapon is better. Zapper trap. Zapper trap. It got taken out pretty quickly, but is actually pretty not usable. But it was still kind of nice to have. The actual minigun. The actual minigun is insane, but it has a lot of drawbacks for being just excellent counter. Literally, everything being an absolute counter to everything. Ooh, flintlock, because it breaks your fall, and it like does knockback, which you can easily knock back enemies in a storm. It actually makes this kind of really good. This is really good for breaking your fall, and I see this always used in 1v1s. Ooh, the automatic sniper rifle. Not good. Silence pistol. Actually surprisingly better than a normal pistol. And is actually really good. Storm flip. Basically the same thing as the stink bomb, but slightly better. People did not camp with it outside the storm, surprisingly, but you can. Charge shotgun, actually pretty dirt horrible in my opinion, because you have to charge it. The pump is better, of course. Jules drum gun, slightly worse version of Midas's drum gun, but is still insanely good. Kit's charge shotgun, actually pretty insane. Ocean's burst assault rifle. This is on the tier of drum gun status. And fireflies. Fireflies basically are for memes, but not really that usable. But really good for taking out builds. And the new hunting rifle. The new hunting rifle is pretty decent. So there you have it. This is my tier list on the best weapons to use in Fortnite. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoy. And I'll see you later. See you later.